Hey guys, I'm Becky. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Make It Monday, June 2020. I do believe this is layout number 3. I want to remind you guys to check the links down below to visit all the other Mini Kit Monday ladies as well as our guest designer this month. Now, as you saw there, I started trimming this page up and then I had to go away because when I swiped my trimmer blade down, I was apparently so aggressive that the trimmer blade flew off and I couldn't find it. So I had to get a new one out. That was crazy. So Jim and I had went to New York City and we went to watch Wicked on Broadway, and it was awesome. And that is what this is going to be about. So you saw I did get the center of that green page only because I thought I was going to use more of that green on the inside, which I don't end up doing. I do end up putting this piece of white daisy down. I am going to go ahead and round the corners with my corner chomper. Now on the back, you can tell I'm going to have this big open spot. So I'm going to end up pulling out a piece of paper that I don't think I'm ever going to use out of a paper pad and put that down on the back. Therefore, I can do my journaling on the back if I choose to because it's all white, or I can do it on the front if I choose to do that as well. I haven't decided and I haven't done the journaling just yet. I do love that green ledger paper for the back though. That green ledger paper I believe is from For the Record too. Yeah, see this piece right here. This is from a Chamel paper pad. I'm never going to use that. So I just go ahead and apply some adhesive to the colorful side, and I'm going to put the colorful side face down right here. Therefore, my layout is not going to get tied up on anything from the back side when I slip it into a page protector. So at first I thought I was going to be using these two photos. I do end up only using one of them. But that's because you can see I'm using a sketch in the top left-hand corner of your screen. And my photos, I just printed them 4x6. I just printed them how they were. And I just couldn't get them to fit in a way I wanted. So I can write journaling on here about Jim and I, our experience together. And then maybe I can do another one with the other photo, which was just a photo of myself. And maybe I can put my own personal, things on there. You can see right here, I did go through a bunch of scraps trying to figure out what I want to use. On that sketch, there are a lot of pieces that go across. You see the strips that go across horizontally underneath the photo. I am trying to mimic that. I'm going to pull out this blue piece. That is from Close to My Heart, as is this green piece. They are from this month's, so May and June's catalog. The green one is from the Mix and Paper pack, and the blue one I do believe is from Blue Skies. Now I am going to be pulling out my mini diamond press. You can see it right there, my little diamond press. It's fabulous for these small dies. So I do use a couple border dies to go ahead and run through there. I'm going to run it through. Actually, I use the same die, but I'm going to run it through on the blue, and I'm going to run it through on the green as well. So I get myself some nice scallopy circles with the blue and some nice scallopy circles with the green. I will tell you, this does kind of make a mess, and I'm also going to be pulling out another die as well that also is going to make a mess. So if you don't like making a mess, maybe don't use those kind of dies that have all sorts of little pieces that fall out. Right here is where I go ahead and decide I'm going to use the blue as well. What I'm going to end up doing is, you see the blue strip that goes across my layout, I'm going to extend it with just the blue scallop. So it's going to be solid over to the left, and then when you run across over to the right hand side of the photo, it is going to be that scallop piece, and it looks so cute. I do use that green piece up on top where it is right now. Here I'm going to go ahead and pull in this other color. Now this is a piece from For the Record too, I do believe, as well as that green background like I said. So right here, okay, these are so cool. These are gear dies. I bought these several years ago, and this is the first time I actually had a chance to use them. I love them so much. It is a Kaiser Craft die. It is all one piece, so you have to cut out all the things. You can see it over there on the left-hand side. Yeah, I'm going to cut it out again, only this time I'm going to use green. So my gears will be a mixture of that navy blue, which I had cut out before I started my video, And then also some of the green, which I'm cutting out just now. Mostly, I'm going to have to admit, I mostly use that dark blue because I just love it so much. But I do put some of these green ones in there as well. And this is what I'm saying. It is going to make a mess all over. It's going to be all over my carpet. It's just a mess. It's going to be bad. I am going to go ahead and mat my photo on some white cardstock, and then I'm going to mat it again on navy blue or sapphire, which is from Close to My Heart. If you want to pick up some sapphire cardstock, click my Close to My Heart link and support my channel and pick up some sapphire cardstock. I do love Close to My Heart cardstocks, even though, you know, I sell Close to My Heart, but even if I didn't, still love Close to My Heart cardstock. I especially like the French vanilla and the white daisy for stamping if that is your jam. So I am going to use my T-square ruler right here to try to make this straight-ish. It's might come out straight. It might. I don't know. I am so bad about getting things straight. And you know what? I've been doing this for a few years now, and I am to the point where I don't even beat myself up about it anymore. If it's not straight, then whatever, you know. If anybody has anything to say about the memory that I documented and it's a crooked memory, then they can buzz off, right? So yeah, I don't really beat myself up about the crookedness anymore. As you can see there, like I said, I did put the green up at the top, and at the bottom, I am going to be doing, at the bottom right, I'm going to be doing this little blue scallop. It is so cute. I love it. I let the blue over on the left-hand side extend all the way out to the end of the page, and then also that yellow piece. But on the right-hand side, I only let that yellow piece extend to the complete outside border. That scallop piece, it stops at the green. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. It's just those little things like that that just make me happy. So I am going to pull out my title. It says Dream Trip. This came from, I do believe it is a My Mind's Eye maybe pack that it was in my mini kit Monday, I do believe. So there was a word phrase in there, it said dream trip. So I go ahead and put, was it a dream trip? Well, yeah, watching Wicked was on my bucket list. So I mean, kind of it was a dream trip. So I do pick that out. And I also had in there a embellishment pack from Boys Rule. So I do pull out several of the stars that is from that Cocoa Vanilla line. I think it's called Boys Rule. It might be called something else, Boys, from Cocoa Vanilla. I got the embellishment pack for that. That hello is from there, and then several stars, and also that arrow. So you can see I'm putting all those, I'm mixing all those gears with the stars. They look so cool. This little piece I was going to put on the photo, I end up taking that away toward the end, and I end up taking some of the light blue, like that light blue star that's up at the top, that ends up going away as well. So here's the other piece of that green scallop bit that went under the photo. I went ahead and saved it. I cut it in half, or I cut, you know, a few pieces off of it so that I could use it somewhere else. And here's where I go ahead and do that. I use that star to cover the end of the scallop bit because I don't like to see that, right? I want it to be like all flowing. So I use the one of the star points to go ahead and cover where that was cut. And then I just layer up some gears on top of it. I am going to put this little yellow star up on some foam tape. Now that was from that Cocoa Vanilla line. Here I'm going to go ahead and use my art glitter glue to put down Dream Trip. I'm going to cut away so that you don't see me put it all down. I don't pop them up or anything. I just lay them straight down with art glitter glue liquid adhesive. So there, and that's our last one. And the hello, I'm going to pop that hello up on some foam dots. I do like to use, which you guys know this, I do like to use the foam dots from Close to My Heart because, well, A, close to my heart, but B, I just love them so much. I love them so much. In fact, I used to always use the Scotch tape for my dimensional adhesive, and while I still have some, I do prefer the Close to My Heart tape. Now it is a little bit more expensive, so I try not to buy it as often. It's kind of like a little bit of a treat, right? A treat for myself because I really like using them. I really like the 1mm height ones because if you want it a little higher, you can just double them up. And yes, that might be a waste of foam dots, but I don't care. If I want them really low profile, just a little bit of something extra, I just use the 1 dot. But if I want it to be a little thicker, maybe I'll double up the 1 millimeters and then they become 2. I just like that. Okay, so right here I am going to build up another cluster. So technically, maybe I have 4 clusters, but maybe I don't. Maybe I just have that one big one that goes hello dream trip and all that's one cluster. And then those other 2 are 2. So I don't know. Do I have 3 clusters or do I have 4 clusters on this layout? I'm not sure. Whichever way it is, I love it. I think this is fabulous. I am so happy I was able to use that gear die. It's the first time I've used it, and I've had that on hand for years, and I never even practiced cut it out. This was the first time I cut it out, and it is fantastic. I love that. Again, that is Kaisercraft. I did pick that up from a cherry on top. I don't know if Kaisercraft still makes them. I have no idea if you can still get a hold of them, but yeah, I think it's a pretty awesome die. All right, guys, after I do that, I don't do anything else to this layout. I loved it so much. I was afraid if I did splatters, I was going to ruin it, and I did not want that because I love this layout. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.